Best big man you can make at the height 6'11" on 2K27 come day one. Now, instead of just yapping over the build pictures and stuff like that, I will show you guys some gameplay. In the background is a rec gameplay I had where I played against somebody that had my own Kratos build. So it's Kratos versus Kratos, and I was playing with some of my subscribers. If you guys want to play rec with me on 2K27, be sure to follow me on Twitch. If you subscribe, you're more likely to play with me. I want to play with my subscribers on Twitch. Give you guys a little bit of an incentive to subscribe. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and talk about Sentinel Prime, the 6'11" big man model after Lex Luthor. Lex was our 2K26 Comp Pro-Am big man, and Sentinel Prime is a 2K27 Comp Pro-Am level big. So we're going to start with the shooting. A lot of you guys looked at the 3 ball there and saw, the build probably can't shoot. It's an inside big. You don't care for it. We glitched out the shooting cap breakers. Your 3 ball will go from a 44 all the way up to an 83. 83 will get you bronze limitless, silver set and fire, which is the equivalent of silver set shot specialist from last year, and bronze quick trigger in the process, in addition to some really good jumpers. We don't know what the exact jumper meta will be. It looks like they nerfed Jonathan Isaac, but I'm pretty sure you will be able to get some good big man jumpers at the rating of 83. The mid range is a 69. You want to get the mid range up because that's how you get your badge slots and your badge tokens. So you have low mid range and low 3 ball. Of course, you'll be able to get the glitchy shooting cap breakers, but then you won't have any badge slots and badge tokens to take advantage of that. So you get the mid range up to a 69. If you guys wanted to, you could go up to 70 mid range to get that bronze smooth operator where you can hit some fading mid ranges and stuff, but I don't think you should waste a badge slot or badge token on that badge. But the free throw is an 80. An 80 is a decent rating. That way you're not shot down a full at the free throw line. You're able to knock down free throws consistently. Now for the dunking and finishing, that's elite on this build. You get 89 driver dunk. That's good enough for silver posterizer and both pro contact dunk animations. You also get 90 standard dunk. That's good enough for gold rise up and the elite big man standard dunk animations. Your layup could have stayed at 69, but we decided to raise it to 70. You do get layup mixmaster, if I'm not mistaken, or you get some badge at 70, but most importantly, you get some layup animations to choose from. We don't know what the best layup animation is going to be, but it's like the cost of 5 or 6 free throw to get that up by 1, so that's what we did right there on the build. Now, these are what the finishing and shooting cap breakers look like, and now the next picture would be the finishing and shooting badge tokens and badge slots. For those that do not know, you might have the question of what's the best cap breaker combination on big men? Is it the finishing and playmaking that you showed on Megatron, or is it the shooting cap breakers? It's actually neither. The best cap breaker combination on big men is the defensive cap breakers. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this build right here Sentinel Prime. And then when you make the big men with the defensive cap breakers, we're going to call those builds Optimus Prime, because those are the optimal cap breakers. So the playmaking cap breakers on the small PG will be the Super Mario build. The defensive cap breakers on the big men will be the Optimus Prime build. I have 2 more sick cap breaker combinations to share with you guys, and that is a total of 4. Cap breakers part 4 will be our largest giveaway yet. $400. Top 10 builds for each version. The Super Mario build, the Optimus Prime build, and the 2 others I have not shared with you guys yet. To get a little sneak peek, Power 4s tomorrow will be dropping. I will show you guys the best Power 4s for day 1. And then I will also give you guys a little hint on what to expect for that cap breaker combination. If you guys are familiar with the channel, it's the same as last year. The defensive and rebounding cap breakers are back, and that will be the meta to go with later on in the year when you get 15 plus cap breakers. Expect cap breakers part 4 to drop September 4th, but that could get pushed back depending on how much time I have to make that video and all the other stuff. But without further ado, let's dive back into Sentinel Prime here, and let's talk about the playmaking. So the playmaking, you're going to start at 87 pass accuracy. 87 would have been good enough last year to get gold break starter, but you need 89 pass accuracy to get gold break starter. So what happens is you get this really nice +2 cap breaker. So 1 cap breaker gets you up from an 87 up to an 89 for that gold break starter. So that's something I do recommend you spend a cap breaker on. And then I also give you guys 53 ball handle and 51 speed with ball. The reason why is to get the shooting cap breakers, you have to have your playmaking high enough where your playmaking isn't taking the cap breakers. If that sounds confusing, I will refreshing your memory on cap breakers part 3.5. That'd be a recap of cap breakers part 1, 2, and 3. In those videos, I explained how to manipulate cap breakers. So you guys do not know how to manipulate cap breakers, you can watch cap breakers part 1, 2, and 3. I made those videos last year, but the information in those videos do carry over to this year because the builder is nearly identical. Now, the ball handle with 3 cap breakers go all the way up to a 70. That'd be later on in the year in my opinion. And then the speed ball with 1 cap breaker can go from 51 to 60. So we did 60 speed with ball. That way you can get different dribble styles, but at 50 you do get speed with ball. But if you wanted better ones at 60 speed with ball, you can spend one cap breaker to do so. And then at 53 ball handle, you can go up to 70 you want to with 3 cap breakers to get more dribble moves that way. In my opinion, that stuff should come way later on in the year because we look at this stuff on the defensive side. You get 80 interior defense. That's exactly what we need for bronze wall up. That's a new badge on the game. We're going to see how good it is or how bad it is. But you get 84 block in addition to that for the silver paint patroller. So it doesn't matter if you're doing hands up defense or blocking. You're going to be able to contest shots in the paint. You're not going to have your head on the ground. That's why we don't go the defensive cap breakers. Cause all those cap breakers are better. Your head will be bouncing off the ground repeatedly on day one. And I don't want you going viral on TikTok. But the steal can go from a 35 up to a 60 with 3 cap breakers. I give you bronze interceptor. And if you wanted to, you could spend 2 more cap breakers, go all the way up to 73 steal. Now, last year, 73 steal was silver interceptor, so that was huge. This year, you don't get 73, silver interceptor at 73 steal. You need 77 for that. But you do get bronze glove. So you guys wanted to run glove on your big man for some reason, hey, be my guest. You know, a lot of lockdowns ain't getting blitz steals, but you want to try your luck at the height 6'11", 7'3" wingspan, go right ahead. But the perimeter defense on this build is low. It is a 42. It can go up to 72 for some immovable enforcer and challenger and stuff like that. But in all honesty, I don't think you should really invest in perimeter defense, at least on day one. If you want to spend some cap breakers later on in the year, sure, be my guest. But I think perimeter defense is expensive to get in the builder, and it's not worth it. It's kind of like getting interior defense on a point guard on day one. It's like, you can go without it. It's a want, not a need. It's a luxury item. But without further ado, these are the cap breakers right here. Y'all see how good those perimeter and steel cap breakers are? And then these are the badge layouts, badge tokens, and the badge slots on playmaking and defense. Now, last but not least, we got to talk about the rebounding. And that's another elite thing about this build. We get 90 O board. Double 90 rebounding ratings has just been a thing most big men have been rocking with for many 2Ks in a row. So you get 90 O board, and then with 2 to 3 cap breakers, you can go up to 93 O board. That will give you gold breaker and gold crasher. So that help you warn more people on the offensive side of the ball and snap more rebounds on the offensive side of the ball. Their defense rebounding starts at 94, but you can go up to 99. 99 defense rebounding, you use Hall of Fame possession closer and Hall of Fame box out beast once you get your strength up to 94. Because you do get 95 strength capabilities on this build. The speed and agility are both maxed out at 72 and 61 respectively. So that way you're going to be zooming up and down the court. You get bronze flash, and flash might be a super glitchy badge. I looked at the badge tokens. It costs like 3 badge tokens to get this badge just on bronze. So having this on a big man might really be a meta thing this year. Then for the vertical, we also maxed that out at 85 as well. You guys want to modify the build, you guys could lower the vertical down to 80. The problem I'm seeing a lot of people do on their big man though, how many times are you going to be jumping to block shots, contest shots, snag rebounds? You really want your vertical to be as high as possible. Not just for the badges, but also for the ratings. So yes, at 80 vertical, you do get gold pogo stick. I think 80 is a great threshold to target, but you really should want this to get as high as possible. Go ahead at 85 vertical will help you snag way more rebounds, and you're going to be jumping over everybody that only went 80 on their vertical time in and time out. Now, the strength starts off at a 90, but you do go up to 95. 95 give you gold brick wall, which is a huge thing to have. And it's also what you need when you get your 99 defensive rebounding. That way you can get a Hall of Fame possession closer. Now, these are the cap breakers for the rebounding and for the physicals, as you guys can see right there. Very, very elite rebounding and physical ratings. And then these are the badge tokens and badge slots for those respective categories. Now, a lot of you guys might want to switch it around and go with 94 O board and 90 defense rebounding. You can do that. I teach you guys how to modify builds like that in the future. But when you do go that route, just make sure you go 91 strength. That way your strength can actually go up to 96 strength. You need 99 O board and 96 strength to get a Hall of Fame breaker and Hall of Fame crasher. So you want those 2 badges. That's what you should aim for. Just lower the defense rebounding down to 90 and then make a few adjustments after that. Maybe you got to lower the vertical some or whatever the case may be. It's your guys' call on the build. I will teach you guys how to modify the build in the future though. But I want to know down below, which build do you guys think is better? Megatron at 7 foot or Sentinel Prime at 6'11". Remember, Optimus Prime will be coming out very, very soon. I might be dropping Optimus Prime and Super Mario on the same day, so be on the lookout for that. It could be some game-breaking builds coming out. And trust me, the in-game builds will be back and better than ever. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you guys on the next one. God bless.